I don't know if it's risky to go for another trade right now since our team chemistry is at 64. By the way, episode 46. But we might just have to try it. But the thing is, we need to get 2 players. Because if I trade 2 players away, we won't be able to. Why is this an invalid trade? Alright. These are free agents. These guys' contracts are too high. Well, let's see. Position, small forward. I'm just having a look. He's 72 rated. Alright, so let's have a look here. Justin Jackson, who is that? Troy Williams. Max salary per year. Let's put that at 4. Wow. They're not going to trade him. Nah. We really got to look at these guys. Paul Pierce, free agent. We don't want a free agent, though. This guy's 20 years old. Potential isn't too high. Well, B minus. Not terrible. Just 1.27 million. What are his ratings? Dang. He is not a great player. He's just like a dunker, I guess. Athleticism. I mean, no 3-point scoring. I mean, to be honest, whoever we get is probably not gonna. I mean, this is an option right here. Right? No? They can't do that. Trade. Then we're gonna have to look at Dante Cunningham. Pelicans. I think he's at the Nets now, right? Brooklyn Nets, I think. That's where he went to. Not sure, though. Hope he's not a free agent. I kind of like this guy. He's a little underrated, man. 72. I would put him at least like 75, 76. He's a pretty decent defender. And he can make some shots if he needs to. How about this guy? It's a little better than the other guy. Athleticism, mid-range scoring. This guy looks pretty bad, to be honest. Let's see. Potential. B minus. Contract. 2.3 million. Invalid trade. Why? Over the salary cap. We gotta find a. This guy's like a rebounder, isn't he? Yeah, B minus rebounding. Perimeter defense. I think I had this guy in my team like last year. I don't know. Maybe I just remember seeing him play or something. Rebounding, perimeter defense. He's a decent scorer. Pretty good defender for a 72 overall. Be another defender. But he wouldn't get any playing time anyways. Contract 1.7, 1.27. Alright, they could do this trade. So we could get Troy Williams. Alright, so Troy Williams, McDermott, we can't get him. Salary cap. He's 1.5 stars. They're not going to give us this guy. So I guess Troy Williams is the only... And they couldn't even do the trade if they wanted to. Derek Williams. I kind of like this guy. He's a pretty good scorer. What's his contract? 1.42. Decent scorer, inside and mid. Decent athleticism, potential, overall basketball IQ. I wouldn't mind getting this guy, but he's also 1.5 stars. This guy's 1 star, but their salary cap room is not going to let them trade him. Oh, he was recently traded. 2.5 stars. So I guess Troy Williams is the only guy we could really get. But our team chemistry is going to drop down to like 50. But we just want that salary lowered. Because if we can get Troy Williams, who was making 1.27, our profit is right now at negative 5,700,000. Well, let's say 800,000. It's closer to that. And Thomas is making 6.66 million a year. 6.66 minus 1.27 is like 4.19. 4.19. So we'll be closer to that profit. And I think if we keep selling all those tickets with 100% fan interest, really? Come on, man. Maybe I should just release Lance Thomas to free agency and sign a free agent for like a minimum, like 1 million something. I wish you could save this game and like go back to a save from earlier. I think you were able to do that last year. You could do like save and quit. Huh. Would that be a good move to get rid of Lance Thomas? Free agency. We would have Barnes and Ariza, and if we really need, we could play Mickey there. I mean, I want to get rid of Mickey too, but And if we really have to, I mean, 6'2" is pretty short for a small forward. I just hope these guys wouldn't get injured then. I just want that profit to go up, you know. I think the owner of the team would be happy with that. And of course, I think if you make a higher profit, does that affect your salary cap? Like, would you be able to, well, yeah, obviously. Like a free agent, like LeBron James, he's going to ask for like $30 million for a year. I don't know how much you make in the playoffs or in an entire season, but it's not going to be that much. Let's have a look at the finances menu. Where is it? Business, team finances. Projected revenue. So yeah, it's just the final, the profit is just the final thing to look at. If we could get that player payroll down by like $5 million, we should be able to be maybe $1 or $2 million in the profit at the end of the season. Ah, bless me. You know, I'm gonna go check out a Twitch stream. Somebody playing 2K, and I'm just gonna comment and ask the people if it would be a good idea to release somebody to free agency and then sign somebody of this around the same overall to make a profit. Because I think that free agents would be willing to sign for like $1 million, right? Oh, it says here, expected. Okay, so that's how much they're gonna expect to sign for. And basically the highest is 3.3 million, and the lowest is 800,000. Let's have a look here. Small forwards, Abdel Nader, Jalen Morris. Let's find a player that I actually know. Dotson, I think I've heard of this guy. Anik Bogu. No, small forwards. Vader, White, Webb, Iwundu, Bacon, Artis. Jalen Jones. Pretty sure I've heard of this guy. Could be wrong though. Wesley Johnson. We could sign him. He's a pretty decent player. 71? Isn't that really low for him? Isn't he a little better than that? Dante Cunningham. I would love to sign him for 1.42 million. Well, let's first sign this guy and then get rid of Thomas. You know what? Release the free agency. So free agents, small forwards. All right, so Quincy Pondexter or Dante Cunningham, both former Pelicans players. Hollis Thompson is there though. Paul Pierce is there. I mean, imagine playing him a few minutes in a few games. Let's see what his ratings are like now. His 3-point and mid-range is still pretty good. Basketball IQ C? Really? 40 years old though. Frank Mason is a free agent? And he's going to expect $900,000. Oh, he's a point guard. Mike Dunleavy is still here. Dude, I remember watching him play in the Warriors. And they had some other... A center? Bedrin? I don't know. Dude, Meta World Peace is here. Alonzo G. Let's have a look at who is actually here. Caboclo, Brazil, basketball IQ D+. No thanks. This is a little bit too much money we're willing to give out right now. Josh Westis, 1.91. Myers Leonard. Bro, I want to see small forwards. Damian Rudez. He played for the Pacers back in the day, didn't he? I think I've already done a GM mode with the regular Pacers when they still had Paul George and Roy Hibbert. And like Rodney Stuckey. Players like that. And he was like a bench player. Singler. Jakar Sampson. He'll probably be the best option here. Overall rating and money-wise. Wesley Johnson would be even better. Dante Cunningham and Quincy Pondexter, both former Pelicans, would probably be the best options. Let's try and get Dante Cunningham on the team. Do I really want to do that? How old is he? 30? Yeah, maybe like a 1-year contract. Or can you do like a 12-day contract or something? Isn't that a thing? Is it like 12 or 20 days? I don't know. Let's check out the ratings. He's like C everywhere, but his overall is B-. Interesting. Pondexter. I would say Cunningham out of those two. Anthony Morrow. He's a pretty good shooter, this guy. A-, B-, but D+ inside. His defense is just terrible. Not Dunleavy. Not G. Jakar Sampson. Basketball IQ D+. Meta Wilkie. Nah. Mike Miller. Nah. Sipser. I guess Dante Cunningham would be the best option. But system proficiency would be Wesley Johnson. Can you compare players that are free agents? Yeah. Wesley Johnson and Cunningham. Dante Cunningham. Alright, let's check this out. Athleticism, blocks, and steals. Post defense, perimeter defense. Post defense, perimeter defense, low post offense. Wow. Yeah, Dante Cunningham, I think. Just because his IQ is higher. They're both just like, meh. He's taller. He can play power forward if we have to. Put him there. He has 1 extra year of experience. Wow. Wesley Johnson was a first round pick. 4th pick overall. And Cunningham was round 2, pick 3. Laid back. Wesley Johnson is laid back. Let's see here. Wesley Johnson, Cunningham, Johnson, Cunningham, Johnson, Cunningham, Cunningham. 3 goods, 2 goods, 4 liabilities, 5 liabilities, 3 average, 2 average, 4 bad to 5 bad. Probably Wesley Johnson. and he's a corner specialist. I think we're going for Wesley Johnson here. $30 old, both 30. Cunningham is 72, but he had more liability ratings and bad ratings. And Johnson had more average and more good. And Johnson also has half a star, 2 points of system proficiency, and Cunningham has 1.5. But his IQ is lower, potential is lower. Let's try and sign Wesley Johnson here. Thanks for your consideration. That's a typo, 2K. Come on, bro. You can't do that. How many people buy this game? No typos. I'm just playing. They probably don't care anyways. Everybody's playing my player, the Pro-Am and stuff. And my team. Thanks for your consideration. It's greatly appreciated. Is there anything you would like to know, or should we get straight to business? Ask opinion on team style. Okay. Really? What is he talking about? Harrison Barnes? And so he's basically saying he wants to be on the bench. Begin negotiation. Edit and offer. Minimum. What does this mean? $10-day. Can we do a 10-day? Would you be willing to sign a 10-day with us? We'll like shoot around with him in the freestyle and maybe give him like 8 or 10 minutes to play next game and see if I like his style and how he plays. If he fits with the team at all, and then we'll talk about signing him for a real contract. Is that something he would be willing to do? All right, we just signed Wesley Johnson for a 10-day contract. All right, good to see that's actually possible in this game. That's pretty awesome. So yeah, and after those 10 days, we'll see if we get him um, and get rid of Lance Thomas. If not, we'll do it the same thing with Cunningham. So let's have a freestyle here. Shoot around a bit with this guy, Wesley Johnson. Huh. His overall rating is 69. It was at 70 just 2 seconds ago. Alright, so he has a lot of cold spots. See his release. Okay, that's 2 for 3. That's 3 for 4. That's 4 for 5. That's 4 for 8. That's 4 for 9. From his hot spot. Somebody pass me the ball. Alright, I just gave myself. Let's do 5 for 10, 50%. Nope. Alright, let's see how fast this guy is. Pretty decent. See if I can get a shot in from a cold spot. Yep. Pretty quick at his dunking, attacking the rim. Can he do a fadeaway? Oh. He can do a fadeaway. Not that I'll do that a lot with him, but he's shooting better from the fadeaway than from the floor. 5 for 5 on the fadeaway. 6 for 6. Oh. He's making most of his shots. That's very late. Pretty quick release. But with him, I'll just focus on threes, and that's it, really. Lillard still has a towel around his neck. Alright, he's missing a lot of shots now. Let's get in that corner. There we go. All right, so whoever's watching, I just signed Wesley Johnson on a 10-day contract because we have a small forward, Lance Thomas, who has a crazy contract, like $6.5 million, and he's only 72 rated, and he barely gets any playing time. He's making more than Patrick Beverly, who's 81 rated. He's making more than a bunch of players that are much better than him and play a lot more. So I'm going to see how this guy goes for this 10-day contract. I'll give him some minutes here and there. And if I end up liking him more than Lance Thomas, then we'll just keep him. We'll get him for a 1-year contract for the minimum of $1.42 million, and then we'll just release Thomas to free agency to get that profit up at the end of the year. Dang! This guy could go to the dunk contest. Whoa. He has a 7'1" wingspan. Like what? Is he an alien? Let's see if we can make another fadeaway. See if I can get 5 for 5. Nope. Alright, so I think he's pretty good, pretty decent. It's just about the money though for the team. I mean, $5 million less for somebody that's not going to get a lot of playing time at all is probably a much better option than just paying Lance Thomas $6.5 million for no reason. So yeah, that's that. Got Wesley Johnson, 10-day contract. And you know what? I'm gonna make a game plan here for the Heat. DeMar DeRozan, back. I'd say ice, under, over. Tag on roll. Yeah. Should be good. Oh. We got Tobias Harris. I'll put him on tight. Force him to the middle. Now Otto. Vucevic, smother, tight. Baseline. Terry Rozier. Let's do moderate. BCA. Moderate, tight. Not tight, moderate. I'll force him to. It doesn't really matter. Moutier, tight, moderate. Baseline, go under there. So for low shoulder, tight and moderate, force him to the middle. Off ball screen, go over. Don't know this guy too well. Plumlee to the baseline. Magruder. This guy scored a few points against us, I think, last game. Maybe it wasn't him. DJ Wilson. I don't know a lot of these players. Sessions, we'll put him on tight. Force him to the middle. Go over on that one and that one as well. Solomon Hill. Middle. Alright, so game plan. Check out the defensive ratings. Decent defender. Tobias Harris is probably the worst defender. CC. And DeRozan isn't that good of a defender. But, well, to be fair, this team isn't the best defensive team overall. So I think that we can just score with Lillard, Barnes, and Markkanen. No problem. Play through star. Let's check out the scouting report. Team comparison against the Heat. Low post offense. Playmaking athleticism. So we're going to protect the paint. We'll do neutral aggression defense. You can play average tempo. And just play through Lillard. Play through star, average tempo, protect the paint, neutral defensive, and now let's check out their rebounding rating. C, C minus, C plus, C, A minus. We'll put it on some crash, others get back, some crash, others run. Physical defense, nah. Alright. Doesn't say anything about the 10-day contract. Well, that was this episode, 46. Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I did. I'm glad to see that it's possible to sign a player to a 10-day contract. And let me make sure that I'm bringing Johnson on the bench. You know what? Let's do Mickey. Let's give somebody some less minutes. Let's do Markkanen at 26. I'm not going to lower Patterson though, am I? Nah, screw this. Give Zimmerman 4 minutes. So yeah, Johnson should be on the bench. And if we are up by quite a good margin, we'll let him play a few minutes. So yeah, see you later.